first laps of this season finale here in Bahrain are done and dusted. It's the Porsche Penske Motorsport No.6 car that leads the way in the hypercar standings. But what did the drivers have to say after FP1 and FP2? Where did you end up in FP2? Did you put a lap in at the end, or did you?
No, we did quali-sim at the beginning, but yeah, Kevin was a bit in traffic, so I don't know where we are. We were like 8th or 9th or something like that. Yeah.
Well, I was going to ask, like, for the fans who are looking on, seeing P5 and FP1, P was sort of lower down in FP2, should they be concerned?
No, I don't think so, but you know, it's tough competition out there, and we're following our testing program. Our sister car did really well, so we have good data there. So, you know, I don't know, based on the latest BOP settings, where we're going to be, but yeah, I think we'll be fine.
But free practice is a little bit different anyway. It's hardly like quali where everybody's going for the fastest lap at the same time.
Yeah, definitely. You focus on the race. I mean, you do a quali sim, you have a go because the driver wants to know how it feels with low fuel and where to brake, etc. But then it's focus on the race, and then you don't really know who's doing what tires. Here it's kind of in between the hard tires and medium tire, who's running what fuel. So, you know, we have a program, we go through the data, we still have a bit of time tomorrow to figure things out, and yeah, and then hopefully it sticks.
Well, what do you do in FP3 tomorrow? How does that differ from the two sessions today?
You also go round in circles.
Really?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, you just go round and round and round. Well, we have a bit less tires, so we'll have a bit more mileage on them, so it'll reflect a bit more the race.
Okay. Thanks, Andre. Enjoy. Talk to me. How was that session for you?
The start was not great, to be honest. I think everybody did sort of a quali-sim, and my quali-sim was not good. I didn't drive perfect, and we were a bit stuck in traffic, as it can be sometimes with so many cars on track. Yeah, after that, I think the session was quite good. Andre was quite pleased with the car. We still have to tweak it a little bit, and the conditions are changing a lot between FP1 and FP2. Obviously, we have two different type of tires, so you need to try to find the right one at the right time. Now a lot of data to analyze for the guys.
Can you explain to fans a little bit about what actually the differences are in a practical sense between FP1 and FP2, temperature and sunlight aside?
Yeah, so FP1 is in the heat of the day, 2 p.m. above 40 degree on track temp, which is going to be pretty much the race start. And then FP2 is in the night. The night comes very early here, so the track temp drops very early at 4:30 p.m. and the track temp is actually a bit under 30 degrees, so 11, 12 degrees different, which makes quite a big difference in terms of tire, the way the tire works, and obviously we have two sets of tires, two types of tires, and you can definitely choose a softer one probably for the night. But we have to use the tires from the qualifying, so we need to be smart on the qualifying tire choice. And yeah, and the car is definitely, you know, changing, driving a bit differently if you drive in the heat of the day.
How so?
Well, the car, the rear tire seems to overheat quite easy when it's hot, because you need to put 700 horsepower on the ground with a 40+ track temp, which is very abrasive, so very difficult for the rear tires. So you need to nurse them and be very gentle on throttle, very gentle on the steering. Exactly my driving style.
Really?
No.
And I mean, looking at the results, P5 slightly lower down in FP2 as well. Should fans be concerned?
I don't think so.
You think you'll still be fun tomorrow?
Yeah, it will be fine. It's going to be hard for sure when you see the gaps. The gaps are very close, but the sister car has been both time quite fast, so we just have to learn from them, make sure that we put it all together, and we'll fight for top 5 in quali, and then obviously we want to fight for top 5 in the race.
Good luck tomorrow, Kevin. Thank you.
Thank you.
Cheers, man. Lawrence, last one out the car of that session, FP2. Tell me, how was it?
A bit warm.
What?
It's a bit humid here, but yeah, it's cool to drive in the dark. I mean, this track is, the timesheets don't represent anything at the moment because it's all about tire degradation and so you can last a stint or 2 stints, and that's what we're working on and improved a bit compared to session 1. I think everybody tried a bit which tire would work, so I think the engineers will have a short night and hopefully we'll have some answers tomorrow.
And actually tell me, with a year on from making the 963's debut in Bahrain last year, how different does the car feel and the tire degradation and everything you were looking at last year compared to now?
Yeah, it definitely feels better, and we improved in a lot of areas through the whole season, but the fact that it's a tire deck track with a lot of temperature and stress on the tire didn't change much. Hopefully with our experience we'll manage to cope with it better, because last year we were not that strong here, but yeah, we need to be there on race day, and that's what we did so far every race this year, so hopefully we can do the same here.
And what's the plan for FP3 tomorrow? Is it a similar run plan to what you do in 1 and 2, or do you change it up a bit?
That's what they're about going to say in the meeting, which is starting now, so I'll tell you tomorrow.
We've lost you to the strategy meeting. Go, Lawrence. Thank you.